Hell's Paradise Season 2 is in full swing right now, and it's been one of the more entertaining anime to me as of late, mainly due to the constant roller coaster of suspicion. After a long 2.5, 3 years, we finally back with Gabimaru and gang on this freaky ass island, man. Bad timing on that, but this island in particular has its own problems. The whole Tao mixed with Tensen slash Tan slash Azemon slash Shinobi slash criminals slash whatever the hell Gabimaru is. I mean the whole show. You mix all that together and you bound to drizzle on. First things first, y'all, leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know you guys' thoughts on all the content and shows that are being discussed. What do you guys think is going to happen to the crew? Who do you think makes it or doesn't make it off the island? Or even any shows you want me to get in on coming up. I read it all. I appreciate all the feedback and support. And subscribe to the channel today so you don't miss these gems when they drop. Now, if you didn't know, Hell's Paradise is about these people that get shipped out to this mysterious island. You got your Yamada, Azemon, those elite samurai in black and white robes. Some not so elite. Let me add that in there. But they have like this executioner role in the clan and village they're from. They're tasked with accompanying these death row criminals who have one last shot at life, essentially. You can either get cut down and die out here, or you can help find this mysterious elixir of life and bring it back to the mainland. Everybody's searching for immortality. I feel like we know by now who that's going to, what the condition he's in. More on that later. So the island itself is a shit show. Like the different creatures and monsters that roam around there, it's bizarre, to say the least. Alongside them, you got these freaking things. I don't even know how to describe them. Referring to the Tensen, they really have no gender. They can flip between male and female appearance. They've lived for thousands of years. Most importantly, they some damn war machine psychopaths. Listen, I don't want to go through the whole story from the beginning. I already know I'm butchering it because I haven't seen the first season since it first aired 3 years ago. I didn't do a refresher before this season. If you want to discuss the manga slash anime story of season 1 and the actual factual plot of it all, feel free to do so in the comment section. I'm here to talk about season 2. If you're watching, I'm assuming you either caught up or you're trying to get some knowledge and entertainment on a new show to watch. My advice, watch it. Pretty cool. But season 2 has been good so far. I'm so puzzled on the whole Gabimaru thing. I really made this so we can have a little chat and brainstorm about some things. Like I thought I knew what was going to happen between the potential Tensen and Chobe collab, but I guess not. Another thing is, again I ask, who the hell, what the hell is Gabimaru? Let's get into it. I'm about to be jumping all over the place, so you definitely gonna have to watch it for yourself if you're interested in the full story, in-depth fights and things. Season 2 started with a brief recap from the account of Yamada clan member Jika. Managed to escape the island the first time, only to get tasked with going back out there. They said, y'all take these elite Shinobi with y'all and see just what the hell going on that island. Now the fact that Jika freaky ass showed back up with that big tied up monster or something too, I'm still suspicious of him. Moving along, we see Gabimaru and gang run into Chobe and his brother Toma. As soon as they lay eyes on each other, you see that I'm big dog, no I'm big dog face off. They waste no time, get straight to throwing down. Chobe is an abomination. Gabimaru is Gabimaru. That regenerative stuff Chobe and the Tensen got going on is nasty, man. Went full on Resident Evil boss. He not as bad and freaky looking as the Tensen are when they transform though. But trying to save Gabimaru from tricking off his tile and dying, Lil Sakura steps in and disrupts the fight. She's one of the Tensen too, I believe. The one that got away. The good one. So Lil Sakura stopped that. Her name's May, sorry. But y'all see it, hell. Chobe falls off a cliff, Toma gets captured and brought with them. They finally meet up with Sagiri and Groot and them. They get to brainstorming and stuff, cause sooner or later we gotta get up off this island, man. This would not suffice. Chobe waits later and is just so unlucky enough to run into Rien. Don't quote me on this, but I'm thinking they're the brain amongst the Tensen members. But they asked Chobe, was it you that killed Mudan? Mudan being the Tensen that Sagiri and the others fought at the end of season 1. Red-haired Tensen. So Rien and Chobe start fighting. Or so we think. Chobe goes all out with the towel, cuts Rien in half. I'm talking about gotta put my all into this move type beat. Only to realize it was a Rien clone. Gangster. Rien said, I only came out here to do recon, but you finna make me put hands on you. Hit that boy one time, put him to sleep, and brought him back to the castle. Turned into the female for some Bochu Chutsu. Freaky man. It's this weird practice they do to blend and enhance Tao and do research or something, I don't know. It's a part of the Tensen training. They That's it. At this point, I'm thinking, dang, he was the missing piece. He really about to turn into the king of the Tensen now. He on their side, you know? They gonna pull up, motherfucker gonna be sitting in there like Shao Kahn or something. Hell, I don't know. Those 4 Yamada Azemon finally pull up to the island. Off top, Shugen is a dog. You see it. This my thoughts on it. We skeptical about will he help or not. Like, obviously, he don't mess with the criminals. Could give a damn about them. He pulling up to see about his people, his fellow Azemon. Now, when he see what's transpired, does he help or does he just start beefing with Gabimaru? Because I'm thinking somebody Hell, a few people not returning home. So they pull up with the Shinobi, got the dialogue going. Loyalties and motives get questioned. Dude, like, we Shinobi only obey our master. And if you have any suspicion, they'll be thrown overboard or cut down where they stand. The little boy, Azemon Kiyomaru, like, oh yeah? Well, how about you do it? Kill yourself if you bout it. Cuz say as you wish and sticks a blade in his own neck. I'ma tell you right now, we would have been fighting on that ship. I ain't going out like that. You tell a head of the village whatever story you want about how and why I died out there, but it won't be that. Going against orders that day, I tell you that much. A Shinobi got into it with one of the Asemon on the ship. They fought to the death. Would have been the story, cause he would have told me do that, boy. Hell no. How about I get you instead? I also spoiled the absolute out of the show for me while searching for the gender of one of these characters on the fandom website. Ain't that the worst? Inadvertently spoiling something? Like, I ain't asked for all that. But they pull up, Shugen sees the Azemon he looked up to, Aizen, I believe, dead. So fuel to the fire. They get to fight some of the otherworldly beasts they have roaming on the island for a split second. Show off a little power, you know? Did the letters doshi something down bad? They ain't even show it. Just showed them pull up, faded the screen, then brought it back. Dude was buried up to his chest in the ground, about to be killed off. That female Shinobi is also a mystery to me. I got my eye on that one. Let's skip ahead a little more back to Chobe and the Tensen, cause like I said, I'm thinking he about to come up on some newfound responsibilities. Rien tortures him in the name of Tao research. Regeneration or not, that don't sound too fun. Gabimaru and gang come up with a plan to infiltrate the sacred mountain and retrieve the elixir, but the Tensen are ahead of them in their plans because they got the drop on them from Chobe. They've started their ritual already to get the perfect time, the elixir of life, perfect immortality. Only thing they need to complete it are the offerings, aka the ragtag group of Asemon and criminals that just decided to blindly walk off into their domain. Gabimaru and them thought they had the upper hand on floor plans and tile from May, but the Tensen were 2 steps ahead, so now what we gotta do? Fight, of course. Split into different groups, they face off with the Tensen. And by the law of anime, these gotta be stronger than Mudan. Right? Y'all know how in anime fights, they always seem to have this flow of back and forth power swings to make it seem like the script flip and oh, now this person has the advantage. Classic case right here. Like they will play fighting all along and come up on some realization that they can win now. No, kill them from the start. How about that? Yuzuria cuts Ron Tensen in half in the fight teaming up with Gabimaru, and you just know it's not close to being over. I've seen some terrifying things in shows and cinema before, but these Tensen transformations are up there, man. It's like they take the form of regular humans, then go into a state of not so human. They all have their own unique looks too. Those flowers are creepy. They already been fighting for a good little minute, then Gabimaru says the real battle starts now. Like, look at that. What the f is that? Seriously, they call it the Kishikai state. Proceeds to beat the hell out of them, truly, to the point to where they just try to retreat, which is interesting to me because Yuzuria gets impaled what looks like a piece of stone after Ron goes berserk. She's actually the one that picks an exhausted Gabimaru up and runs away. I don't know how, because I mean, a woman impaled with that big of an object in her midsection leaking that much blood, picked an adult body up, and is hauling ass. How? But Gabimaru then gets slashed from his shoulder to his belly button, which should mean death, right? I mean, anime characters are truly unstoppable. But I wanted to get to this part to say there's no better candidate for the elixir right now than Gabimaru, right? That's my guess on the whole situation. Let me know you guys' thoughts on it in the comments. The second group was Fuchi, Tamiya, and Toma. They pulled up on 2 other Tensen accompanied by Chobe. Chobe like, Toma, stop playing and get up here. So I'm like, damn, he about to wind up having to fight his brother because there's no way he helps them. This was another unexpected turn because it wasn't Toma that switched up. It was Chobe. The Tensen are good at a lot of things, but their judgment, lacking. Reflexes, lacking. When Toma walked up there, I was not expecting the brothers to have that much connection and understanding to draw blades and get after the Tensen like that. So they kicked Tao Fa, I believe that's the name, down there to Fu and Big Guy. His name is atrocious, I'm sorry. I'm also thinking to myself, if this was Demon Slayer, y'all would have been alright, because they cut a couple heads off on here. That's not how they died though. The fight gets split up. The brothers up top against one and the others in their own battle down below. Again, those roots and flowers are truly disgusting. Great teamwork by them up top. Toma and Chobe seem to have the element of surprise and upper hand in their fight. Mr. G taught him how to fight and Toma has been trending up ever since. On the bottom level, Gantetsu's side, I'm butchering it, I know, but he's blown away. I know you lying. This motherfucker bad. Should be the least of his worries. He got hard eyes and she down there beating the brakes off their ass. She ain't messing with Big Guy. She off with Fuchi Bochu Jutsu though. Gantet plucks his eye out to understand and read and react to Tao better. He better than me. Him and that Shinobi that stuck his own blade in his neck are both out of my league cause I ain't doing it. I would have been jumping around randomly trying not to get hit. Not about the sacrificing eye. But this is getting lengthy. Y'all can watch the visuals while I get my closing thoughts out. Episode 8, the newest episode just came out. I'm only covering episodes 1 through 7 in this video though. This is why I'm at with it. I'm thinking not everyone makes it off the island alive, right? Obviously. But we got a bunch of fights going on right now. Shion and Nuraga is still out there. Sagiri and Lil Sakura May are going to look for the elixir. Rien, the leader of this group of sages, is still out somewhere working his ritual magic. Who runs into who? Shugen and the other Asemon and Shinobi are out there, getting closer. What does a confrontation with those guys look like? Not sure how far this season goes in terms of story, but I'm pretty sure at this point the elixir has to go to Gabimaru, right? The condition he's in. That's the only answer. I'm curious to see how all these Tensen fights play out, particularly with Chobe, because he obviously has taken on a much bigger role in all of this than I've expected now. I'm thinking Shugen not letting any of that shit get back to the mainland. He obviously don't rock with the criminals, so if and when Gabimaru gets the elixir, I don't think he just letting that fly. This is all my theory, by the way. Could be right, could be wrong. Does May get to make it off the island, or does her story end sad and tragically? There's a bunch of stuff going on right now. Like, ultimately, what happens to the Tensen and Grandmaster? You got so many different groups and aspects that it's hard to predict anything, to me. You have your original Asemon who've teamed up with the criminals in efforts to escape the island. You got the Tensen, you got Chobe's situation now. You got the other Yamada Asemon showing up along with the Shinobi, who I think poses some kind of conflict, like everybody not on the same page deep down. You got Gabimaru situations, so like, man, it's good, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on. Definitely more Hell's Paradise on the way. I just wanted to break the ice on the series. I'm thinking Rien, Shugen, Gabimaru, Chobe, the actual head guy on the island, and everyone in between. They have to cross paths at some point, and how does it end? Obviously enjoying the show, sitting here talking about it for this long. I know I jumped around a lot. I know I left some things out. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna go through scripting, editing, and upload the finished video, then say, damn, I forgot to talk about this, which was my whole original talking point. So if you guys got any questions, theories, favorite parts of the show, found any part of the video interesting or thought it was lacking something, please feel free to leave a comment down below and get the conversation going. I encourage it. Also, leave a like and subscribe to the channel today while we get these rolling. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Holla!
I had to learn a lesson, failing on my testing. Now they're trying to fast track, but you go in, fuck however I feel. Rules reverse, I bet you wouldn't like that, no. How does it feel to be swimming in all this stuff? How does it feel to be picking just from all